In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to connect PgAdmin with remote Supabase. By the end, you'll know exactly where to find the right connection details in your Supabase dashboard and how to choose the safest, most compatible method for tools like PgAdmin. Start by signing into the Supabase dashboard. From the main view, head into your organization and open the projects area. If you don't already have a database project set up, you can create a new one here. A fresh project will provision a managed Postgres instance for you, and that's what PgAdmin will connect to remotely. If you already have a project, simply open it to continue. With your project open, look toward the top of the page for the Connect option and click it. This opens a panel that centralizes all the ways you can connect to your database. You'll see fields and filters that help Supabase generate a connection string and parameters tailored to your scenario. Find the field labeled Type. Choose PSQL here. Selecting PSQL ensures you're getting plain PostgreSQL connection information, which is exactly what PgAdmin expects. Supabase supports multiple client types, so choosing the correct type avoids confusion and gives you a clean host, port, database, user, and password you can use directly in your client. Next, look for the source field. Pick primary database to connect to your main instance. This is the standard choice for general admin tasks, schema work, and day-to-day management in PgAdmin. If your use case is read-heavy reporting or you want to keep administrative traffic away from your primary instance, you can create a new read replica from this same view. A read replica is a copy of your data that accepts read queries only. It's a great way to offload analytics or long-running reads, but keep in mind that write operations won't be permitted there. If you choose to create one, let it provision fully, then return to this Connect panel and select that replica as your source, so Supabase shows the correct connection details for it. Now, choose the method. You'll typically see direct connection, transaction pooler, and session pooler. Direct connection routes straight to your database. It's simple and can be fine for many use cases, but connection pooling often provides better stability and scalability for tools that open multiple connections. If you try Transaction Pooler, know that it uses very short-lived connections and is optimized for workloads that open a connection, run a transaction, and close it quickly. Many GUI tools, including PgAdmin, hold connections longer and expect session-level features, which can be incompatible with transaction pooling. For that reason, select Session Pooler for now. The Session Pooler maintains a dedicated session per client connection, preserving settings, temp objects, and other session state that tools like PgAdmin rely on. This choice tends to be the most reliable for interactive administration. After you pick type as PSQL, set the source to either your primary database or your read replica, and choose Session Pooler as the method. The dashboard will present the exact connection parameters you'll need. You'll see a host, port, database name, user, and password, and typically an SSL requirement. Copy these values carefully. In PgAdmin, you'll create a new server connection and paste in that host and port, then provide the database, user, and password. Make sure SSL is enabled to match what the dashboard indicates. If your organization uses IP allow listing or network restrictions, ensure your current machine is permitted to connect. A couple of tips before you wrap up. If you created a read replica, give it time to become healthy before connecting, and remember it's read only. If you use direct connections and run into limits or intermittent disconnects, switch back to the session pooler method from the Connect panel and try again. When you're done configuring, test the connection in PgAdmin. A successful handshake will show your databases and schemas in the browser panel, and you'll be ready to run queries or manage objects. That's it. You've navigated to your project, opened the Connect panel, selected PSQL, chosen the right source, and picked Session Pooler for a smooth PgAdmin experience. Copy the details provided, paste them into PgAdmin, and you're connected to your remote Supabase database with confidence.